and today we have another brilliant match set up with our 4 killers and 4 survivors. Supercharger 121, Griff, Anger Ranger, and Scoots as our killers. We have JT, Blake, Trap Queen, and Lithuanian as our survivors. Fortunately, it seems that we have 2 subs. NUJ is subbing out for Lithuanian, and Mr. Spooky Bacon, also known as Mr. Porkchop, will be subbing out for JT. He decided to go with Doctor again, interesting enough. So what's what Supercharger's gonna do?
I think ADJ spawned in the killer check again.
Interesting coincidence.
Indeed, he's gone straight for chat, like last time.
New Jay was able to get a pallet stun. Looks like Supercharger is going for a nice stun madness increase. Everyone. He's locked onto JT. Let's see if he'll be able to get care of him. That's madness 2 for JT. That's madness 3. JT's gonna have a harder time getting away now.
Yep, very difficult to stop do Madness 3 if they know what they're doing.
However, JT's still spending his time to waste Supercharger's time. Looks like Supercharger lost JT. Interesting. That's pretty embarrassing for Supercharger.
Really? He lost? Wow. I actually thought he was breaking off because JT was heading back to the pallet loops and he wanted to just go and stop the gen instead, but I just saw he hit that lock.
He was looking hard for JT, but JT threw the cover over his ass. Looks like Supercharger's having a small problem with his shocks. Doesn't seem to know the range of his default.
It is quite a short range by default.
It used to be a lot smaller than what it is currently. It was a lot more difficult in the past. And Supercharger's not making a very good job of using those shocks to prevent people from jumping windows and hitting pallets either.
It's like a stun that you did.
Looks like Supercharger's trying his best to get everyone to tier 3. Ooh! And that window fake out by Junrei was really good.
Very nice, yep. Fooled him. Oh, that was unfortunate. Junrei got claws in the body, but did not go down the pallet time.
Supercharger was trying to fake out the pallet Junrei, however, it didn't seem to work very well.
Yeah, sung just a bit too early there.
And Junrei is only a step away from Madness 3, so we'll see how that goes for him.
That's another generator.
Supercharger really did get a short end of the stick with this RNG this time. Well, the last map before the reset, he had a better make up for his the RNG for the map, and this time around he didn't get that. It's really difficult for this kind of thing happen.
Yeah, we've got several jungle gyms, plus 2 very nice part loops to look at. But he has down JT.
Junrei.
Sorry. Right.
Oh, you're fine. I'm glad to know that we're both humans. Looks like Junrei's gonna hang around for a while. AT looks like he's gonna try to go for the save. However, he found JT based on his scratch marks. Really good job by Supercharger there. Of course, the survivors are going to... JT's trying to... His power looping him again, so...
Oh.
And JT goes straight for the pallet. Shack loop. And JT goes to taunt Supercharger.
He does. Yeah.
Looks like NUJ dropped that pallet way too far. The good news for Supercharger is he's cleared out most of the pallets in the jungle gym areas. This is going to make his time at the map so much easier.
He has, and also everyone got pulled over to the save on Junrei. No one's on gens at the moment, I don't think.
Only JT is. He's trying to get some objective done. JT, Supercharger luckily got NUJ down before he could drop that pallet. Junrei was able to find a brown med kit in the basement and use it to heal himself.
What'll be interesting to see is with these games is gen management, because of course they've changed how gens progress from being a maximum 25% to full regression now. So it'll be interesting to see how that impacts on survivors, 99 in gens, and so on.
Well, it's really nice to see that change is implemented, because it means that gen management for killers is a lot easier than it once was. If survivors don't stay on top of those generators, then that means the killer can completely control the flow of the map if he's lucky. Supercharger disengages after a pallet's done by JT. And JT is trying his best to keep his attention. However, he's just not falling for it. Well, it looks like Supercharger is using JT to get rid of pallets and then disengaging whenever it's opportune. And Trap King goes down.
Yikes, that's unfortunate. So I don't know why she ran back in there.
I'm not sure myself either.
He was focused on NUJ, and he had initially gone away.
Looks like 3 of our 4 survivors are sitting right here. NUJ eats that hit pretty badly. Question is, will NUJ be able to break away?
It's getting more difficult. Hearts are starting to disappear, especially in that side of the map.
And not only that, he also has a good 3 gen strat. If he stays on top of it, then the survivors are going to have a really tough time creating those gens.
Yes, in fact, his 3 gens are clustered rounds where all the pallets have been broken already. It's very nice control spot now.
Well, they still have the Shack pallet, but if they're going to waste it, that's one of the best pallets in the game most of the time. And Shunrei eats that one by Supercharger.
It's unfortunate. I think he just lost track of the killer for a moment there. And then both back to the chat.
Well, JT could have got a nice powered stun on Supercharger there. However, he didn't take the chance.
He was a little far back. It looked a bit iffy. I would not have gone with it myself.
So JT is trying to do his 360s. He worked the first time, but the second time didn't get a chance. Looks like JT's trying to run him to window loop. And oh, that was so close. JT barely missed that one. JT manages to pull off another 360 on Supercharger.
I just saw that as very, very nice. And in fact, that 360 allows him to get to the power loop. Excellent stuff.
Oh, JT tried a 360, but the pallet teleport did not save him. However, it looks like the survivors are going to get a window. Ah, that's sad. I feel bad for Supercharger on that one. That was really, was really messed up.
It was a lot of effort to get JT down there eventually, and he loses it on that stun from the pickup.
Well, Trap Queen managed to save JT. I just feel bad for Supercharger on that one. However, it looks like he's going to break up the 3-gen strat right now by NUJ. He 99 the gen, however, so that's giving Supercharger the chance to break it if he goes for it.
Is there anyone on death hook at the moment?
I don't think so. There might be. We'll call off the moment.
Possibly Junrail at New J, maybe.
If Supercharger is able to secure 2 kills, it massively turned the tide of this match.
I think the survivors will be reluctant to pop the last 2 gens, still be on death, but try and maximize that objective score. But it's a very fine balance. The killer can suddenly gain momentum.
All depends on Supercharger, however.
Keep checking the lockers, but we haven't seen anyone use the locker to get hyped up for this game.
Lockers have always been a tricky business. And that's the last pallet in that area. If Supercharger can keep the survivors off these 3 gens, and he'll have massive advantage. New Jay wastes that pallet when Supercharger shocks him. That's gonna really hurt him.
Yeah, so that shack pallet gone. That side of the map is now very dangerous territory.
Question is, will Supercharger be able to keep control of those gens? Because the survivors keep 99 in them.
I think it's going to be a real struggle.
Trap Queen and NJ completed the last generator. Now it's up to Supercharger to recover this. If he can. Junray's on a gate. See if he manages to do anything. And Supercharger is having a really rough time with all these 360s.
It's a very nice on being good there. So he does get the hit. One goal. There's the hat. Here's the gate.
New Jay almost has the chance to make it out of the match. But instead of running towards the door, he's trying to waste Supercharger's time. And this could turn really bad for NUJ if he doesn't just leave. And there goes Trap Queen. Oh, this is what happens when you play with the killer after the match. It can go really bad, especially if Supercharger camps. I mean, what choice do they have but to leave the survivor?
It's true. He knows they'll be coming in to try and get that boosted altruism points out. So, and that's he's talking about the gate. So, there's a reason to leave.
I think Supercharger forgot about the rule: the survivors can't sit at the front of the gate. Supercharger made a massive mistake not taking that hit. He could have easily downed on the survivor. Looks like Junray's left the match, so what's left is JT and New Jay. Looks like NUJ is giving JT the hatch. And that's it for the first match. Looks like it's very good scores for everyone.
It was a tough game for Supercharger. There were a lot of pallets, like Shat, that he struggled to deal with.
We have 28,202 for JT, 22,970 for NUJ, 22,062 for Junray, 20,919 for Trap Queen. Supercharger, we have 24,538. If he could have gotten a few more hooks, things would have gone better his way. It looks like Griff has chosen to go with Wraith. Very interesting choice.
Very interesting.
I mean, it's not a bad choice for a small map like this. He is considered one of the weaker killers. In order to knock him out, to get him out of the way for the 8 killer choices, it's not a bad way to go.
Indeed, after such an excellent start, perhaps he could just play the Wraith in relative comfort, knowing that he's the early pace setter.
And Griff is not just tailing one survivor, he's spreading a love out to everyone. He was able to get a hit on an NUJ. And NUJ is down! Griff really mind-gamed him on that one. That was a really good job by Griff.
Yeah, excellent power outlet play, messing with his red stain, confusing DBJ.
Trap Queen's still nearby. Junray's in front of the Mac, and JT is just sitting there waiting. That was a fatal mistake by JT, considering that he can't tell exactly where the Wraith is going to go.
Griff decides not to chase.
Griff knows very well how much JT loves to lead the killer on. So he's using that for his advantage to disengage when needed. And JT eats the hit at that pallet. Wonder if Griff will disengage once more. It's like Griff disengaged once more. Let's see if he was able to find somebody.
JT had found a relatively safe jungle gym with pallet, and Griff knows the survivor should be clustered up round by the shack.
At least he was able to see through it.
I like to use the tree whilst he is uncloaking, again to create confusion.
It's like Gift's trying to get rid of this jungle gem. Oh, it's... Sorry, not jungle gem. This pallet loop. Hopefully Griff can pull something off here.
He's doing good. Multiple injured survivors means that they're going to lose a lot of time having to find each other and heal up.
It looks like JT and Trap Queen are always next to each other. Oh, sorry, my mistake. It's Junray and JT this time. And Junray just passed the flashlight on to JT. So I am pretty sure that Griff is about to get a headache from JT and that flashlight. JT is merciless towards Griff.
Oh yeah, lands there.
Looks like Griff forgot that he was uncloaked. And cloaked up instead of whacking Trap Queen. Oh,
it's
that's...
possible that he went for Deep at this point, some surprise attack. He does get the Deep points there.
That's pretty embarrassing.
I think he purposely clicked up. I think he had seen Trap Queen and he knew he was uncloaked, but he knew again he's a surprise attack if he cloaked and uncloaked again.
Ah, true. Did not think about that.
But certainly from the few people I've seen playing Wraith in this group, they really do need to land the surprise attack as often as they can.
That was a very good job by Griff jumping down in front of Junray. Griff is not giving it a chance. He is spreading the love constantly. Looks like JT's going in for the flashlight stun. Did not pull it off.
Got there a little bit late.
Griff's a little bit paranoid because of JT's appearance with the flashlight. I don't blame him.
He's got a very good hold in this game. Actually. He's got NUJ on death hook. He's hooked others a couple of times, and he should already have a decent hook. Only one gun done.
Well, he's
A lot of time has been wasted.
And again, you're right. He is wasting a lot of their time by constantly injuring them. Survivors aren't getting a good grasp of the foothold of the generators.
Mouse trap being down. Scrub light bleed. My bad, it was only trap queen's first hook.
That was a very clean hit by Griff on NUJ there. I mean, NUJ, I believe NUJ is almost death hooked, isn't he?
He is on death hook.
So it'd be very bad for NUJ for constantly spending time around Griff. Oh, that was almost a clean hit on JT, but he just quite missed it. I'll say this is a very good choice of Griff to pick Wraith on this map. He's getting a really strong foothold. Did he try to pull a mind game on Griff there? However, Griff did not fall for it.
But it's very interesting to watch a good survivor and a good killer battling out their mind games.
And Griff is being merciless towards JT. That flashlight burn must have really rubbed him raw.
So yes, watching this game is vindicating my performance last week against Griff. I think it is just the case that I was outclassed by a very good killer indeed.
Trap Queen going for the save. June Ray's going to complete another generator. And NUJ and Trap Queen are going in for the save. And Griff found June Ray on the gem. And it looks like pretty soon Griff will be maxed out on all of his points. It looks like Griff is going straight for... No, he just keeps spreading the love.
Done great here. He's got all the survivors injured. Again, reducing any gen pressure on him.
If he started kicking in the gens, he'd be even better off. And speak of the devil. Griff takes another hit on NUJ. Well, he ought to get in on NUJ. Right now, the only thing that Griff is looking for, Griff is really happy about that down on NUJ.
That's great. And that, unfortunately, is dead.
That's one survivor knocked out with only 2 gens done. 3 gens done. Survivors are really feeling the pressure now.
And 2 of them are still injured. Griff has done a great job of causing absolute mayhem.
Looks like he found Junrei once more. And who did he find this time? Was it JT or Trap Queen? It looks like he found JT. It's got...
That's max brutality.
He should be maxing out on deviousness and hunting here soon enough.
He has max deviousness.
Is he now? I missed him. This is why he's not cloaking anymore. If he can just max out that hunting category, he'll be good to go. There's just no pallets. Everyone has wasted them all. And Junrei's down once again. I think Griff might be able to reach that 30,000 points here soon enough.
And especially as Wraith has absolutely fantastic for him.
He's almost got his 5,000 in sacrifice. Trap Queen's going in for the save. Question is, what will Griff do? JT's trying to waste his time. That window just got closed off. And these L-shaped jungle gems are really nasty when it comes to wasting killer time. Griff barely mistimed that. If it was a half a second sooner, he would have hit JT before he popped through that window. JT doesn't have very many options. The only thing he really has left is the coal tower itself. Unfortunately, with everything else being wasted, Griff just has the upper hand. It's a second hook on JT. I think Junrei is on Death Hook, and Trap Queen will be soon enough. That's one gen left. Completed by Trap Queen. And Griff is not giving Trap Queen the chance to go for the save. He goes straight to locking on door the second he sees her. Mind games by Griff are strong. There's that last gen. Junrei is about to go down. Let's see if he's able to get a hold of Trap Queen. And it looks like he's able to. Now he's officially max on hunting. Looks like he's locked back onto JT. What's Junrei doing? Junrei's right there with him. Oh, if he managed to down all three, it's an easy 4K for him. Looks like Junrei's done. Now we just gotta locate JT. Looks like JT's gonna go save Trap Queen. Griff doesn't know where they are. Will he make it? That's rough. That's rough for Griff. I don't think she's going to make it to the window. Now all Griff has to do is down JT once again. JT's going to go save Junrei. Junrei is back down. Going back to Trap Queen. What will Griff do? Griff's just getting run around by JT here. Griff did not figure out they were still at the shack. The one advantage that Griff has right now is neither one of the gates have been touched. Scratch that, JT's opening one. Gunray's dead, and Griff is heading straight to this gate that JT's on. No, my mistake. No, it was indeed the proper gate. Looks like Griff locked onto him. And there's still the nasty shack pallet in play. So JT's trying to max him. I was pretty sure JT's only maxed the boldness. He eats the hit. It looks like JT's going straight. No, he's trying to waste Griff's time. He's going right back to the shack loop. He's got to realize that he's only buying himself a little bit of time. There's no way he's going to get to a gate. JT's down. Unfortunately, he's not going to make it in time. Now DrPudding has to lead the match. That leaves JT and Griff. Question is, will JT make it to the hatch? He might make it. Griff's not lucky enough. It's like Griff heard JT, and that's it. JT's done. The only survivor this time is DrPudding. Griff did a really good job playing Wraith in this match.
Sorry about that. I had to find it.
I noticed. I just didn't want to say anything.
But looking at the stream, Griff has done a very good job. DrPudding has escaped, but has got 3 kills. Certainly should have over 30 kicks for that.
And the final scores for everyone: 22,746 for DrPudding, 16,738 for JT. Gunray walked out with 14,793. AnuJ walked out with 13,566. Griff ran out with 31,000 even. 31,000 even, folks, is the top one in this bracket so far.
I feel that that's a pretty good choice for this map. There are multiple pallet loops with tall grass that should be very good application.
I can't wait to see what he'll do. He's right off the back, he's on top of NUJ. Ooh, an Anger Ranger pulled off a nice mind game on NUJ. I don't know what NUJ was thinking.
There's the chat first. Where we gone?
Jinray's almost got a gen done. Trap Queen is coming in from behind with a save, and JT's got a gen almost 50%. Anger's just going ahead and setting up more traps. And looks like Anger Ranger might have misthought if he rehooks. Oh, he managed to get Trap Queen in a trap, but he just ignores it. Instead of going for it, he just ignores her. He's got 3 survivors injured. Will you be able to get Jinray down? He mind game him. JT managed to find another flashlight.
Baits the power drop.
It's like he's doing a very good job at baiting, but JT just doesn't fall for it. Anger Ranger just cannot hit JT that first time. Managed to do it that second time.
Lunging just a bit too early.
I wonder what Anger Ranger's hitting, swinging his axe at, because he's just swinging for no reason, it seems. Nice pallet stun by Trap Queen there.
It's already very different to last game. Rangers struggling to land, hit, survivors. They've already got 2 gens done.
Before, Griff was having a really good job of controlling the map, but Anger Ranger doesn't have any real traps down anymore. It's going to cause him to really suffer when it comes to his DD response. However, can we consider a good thing that he's getting trap out of the way on such a snap? He can still play as if he didn't have traps.
Survivors seem to have figured him out a bit on the pallet game as well. I think they've worked out he likes to lunge early, and so are avoiding throwing down the pallets.
That also might be a contribution to Griff, his mind games. They're a lot more cautious than they once were.
He does successfully read rise movement at least.
My question is, will Anger Ranger be able to get some more traps down? They need some more deviousness. Looks like NUJ disabled the trap at the point. No, that was JT. Yes, it was. JT seemed to come in for the flashlight save if he gets a chance.
Anger Ranger made that chase with quite a meal there. He lunged several times early on a unsafe pallet.
Good news is that Anger Ranger seems to have a 3-gen strat. Question is, will you be able to maintain it?
I think it's going to be tough. I expect a lot of those gens to be close to completion by now. Surprised that Anger Ranger did not follow NUJ around the collision track in the first place instead of thinking he would bolt the window when he would not do so.
It's really interesting to see Anger Ranger's plays here. Some of them are not the best, but he's doing a decent job. Hopefully he can make it up.
It can be hard to be good fights. That's trap been another trap, but has decided to guard the hook. That was a funny little offbeat by JT.
He finally managed to hook JT. We got 2 survivors. I mean, instead of chasing Inujay, he decided to go for Junrei. Managed to get the hit on Junrei. Very good swing there.
Just saw that as a perfectly timed lunge.
And Junrei manages to do a slow vault and gets himself caught. JT eats a hit in order to slow down Anger Ranger. I'm trying to get that flashlight's done way too late. And Trap Queen's going for the gate. JT's hopping around. Question is, will JT be able to make it? Oh, what's that? Oh, there goes JT. Looks like Junrei's going in for the save. Oh, Trap Queen is. I don't know why I said Junrei. Excuse me.
We're all having cases of mistaken identity with Junrei.
Junrei's hiding in the closet. Looks like it worked out for him. It's a very good swing by the Anger Ranger there. Like Junrei's gonna make the save in for. Nope. Here's that it was him, Jay, who saved JT.
Now, although the gens were popped relatively fast, Ranger has actually had a pretty decent late game. Has got a few hooks in there, landed multiple hits. Hopefully that will have recovered some of his score back.
Looks like Junrei made it out. JT is messing around in front of the exit gate. That's gonna cause a penalty. Pretty sure we were watching JT before Junrei escaped. And
Yeah.
So, like, he instead of leaving out immediately. Nope.
I just saw that. Yeah, he did several spins.
Oh, not only that, we were watching him before Junrei left, and instead of leaving immediately, you all had time to flick back, and he still hadn't left. It's like Junrei or New Jay's making it out. Now, what about Trap Queen?
Still clear. No, you know.
Alright then, for the final scores, we have a New Jay with 21,464. Trap Queen with 21,025. JT with 20,109. Junrei with 19,220. Manga Ranger came out with 22,310. Scoots has chosen Doctor, the second Doctor for the night. That's what Scoots is able to pull off. Looks like JT or Scoots is already located on Junrei. Manages to get the shot through the wall. Very good job by Scoots.
Yeah, great prediction of where the survivor would be able to find the release of that.
Ooh, I didn't think Scoots would be able to get that hit, but he does. It looks like Trapwing got caught up in Scoots' trap there.
Gets that attack bonus. Very nice.
And Scoots is doing a very good job of keeping the damage spread out.
Yep. This is what works so well for Griff as well in this game.
He's also getting them to waste a few pallets every now and again. Nice! He managed to get in you, Jay. Scoots nods his head at the survivor. Scoots knows how to good meme, apparently. JT goes in for the quick save. JT's head is straight for the shack.
It's tough to hit the shot at short range Doctor. Or when the slow is right in the face. Nice hit on JT. Big stun.
It's really interesting to see these plays by Scoots, though. He's able to keep a strong pressure on them.
And actually, yeah, Scoot's got very good pressure on survivors here. He's got EJ down, he's got JT in -3, he's got everyone else in as well.
And he managed to smoke out some survivors. He did a very good job. Trap Queen's down.
So drop. Speed, there was no foot near.
That pressure is being applied really evenly. He's got Trap Queen down, and he's gonna hit Junior. Excuse me for not having the mic next to my face. So if Skooks can keep this up, he'll be able to keep them really hard pressed to get some gens done.
Indeed, he's already made fairly good headway with his points tally so far.
If he can keep it up, he should be able to get one killed before they complete another generator.
Saw the hallucination. I mean, sorry.
Now, Skooks is doing a very good job at keeping the pressure on.
In fact, Jinrei is going to struggle state off his first hook. As trap being down again.
And it looks like he's already hooked everyone once at least. It's gonna be a very good game so far. JT is cannot get that 360 off on Skooks.
Does on the shot of JT. Very nice. JT fails to make the 360.
Skooks almost got hit off on JT to prevent him from dropping that pallet. There was just not enough time. That's one of the things about the Doctor. He's forcing to drop the pallet.
I think that was smart
shots.
JT just to spray the pallet early.
That's one of the strong points. Sorry for letting. I don't mean to keep interrupting you. Alright,
That's how lots of pilots gone. But JT.
And Skooks is just wasting his time for JT right now. That was an interesting animation, but it happened.
However, I feel Scoots may have just lost the initiative a little bit on this game. That was quite a long chase he had with JT with the pallets. He did get the hook eventually, but that was another gen done, and I assume he's progression on the others.
However, JT's always been difficult to catch. You have to invest a little bit of time in order to secure him. Unless JT makes a really good mistake. I think it was worth the time he invested in order to secure JT.
Got to save JT.
Trap Queen traded at
However,
1-for-1.
Scoots is on the case.
And Scoots is not going to let them save JT so quickly.
Again, this is JT, another person who's gone straight into struggle stage or first hook. Now, although Scoots is sacrificing 500 hook points for each time this happens, this might be a worthwhile trade-off for having, again, got the initiative in this game.
Again, it's all about those big risks, and Skooks is making valiant effort in order to secure those one-hook kills. I mean, it's worth the investment in order to make sure that they get to stage 2.
I believe this might be trapped and dead.
I believe so myself. No, it's a second hook.
Oh no, that's only placed now on death hook. But that's 3 survivors now on death hook. so I expect they'll be trying their best to push the generators now. New Day does well to hold off Scoots and that really good.
Did a very good job at shocking New Jay.
But Bloodlust is now kicked in.
New Jay is down.
Lands the shock therapy, which should give him the time to land that hit before Injig can bolt back.
I didn't realize I was muted on your end.
Ah, I was about to ask where you'd gone.
Been sitting here talking. Looks like Trap Queen's gonna have to get hit. Skooks is doing a very good job of keeping these guys under control.
He has, and everyone is now on death hook. So this game, he's nearly ready to close out this game. In fact, he shouldn't be too far from tracking at this point still as well.
Junrei was able to get the shock in order to prevent Junrei from jumping and get the hit in. Now it's a very good time for Skooks.
He's done that several times. He's timed his shots well, prevented bolts, and given himself 3 hits.
I have not noticed. I shows how much attention I'm paying right now. Don't know how Skooks missed that hit, but he did. Was able to recover quickly though. And he manages to down Inuj.
That's max brutality and max hunting for him now.
But the generators are now complete. It's going to be a bit harder for Skooks. He managed to catch JT before he could open the gate, which is a very good thing for him.
Again, another nicely aimed shot.
Question is, will JT or Skooks be able to get a second kill? That was a very good hit by Skooks.
Yeah, especially after Junrai fake bolt. Decides not to kill Junrai. Probably using his bait. That's Trap Queen out. Wait, Trap Queen still has not left. I'm pretty sure she went into the exit gate area.
She did.
Yeah, she's still there. Just come back in. Now traffic does indeed.
That pallet drop. JT really wants to go into the save for Toonray. Skooks does not want to give it to him.
JT, it has finally been forced out.
It's like this is the end for Junrei.
Junrai actually gets a wiggle out.
Junrei
And the
could
hack right there in the killer shack.
Oh! Ouch.
I'm surprised he didn't go for the hat. He could have certainly taken it.
Final scores of the day. We have JT rolling out with 28,134. Junrei rolling out at 22,387. Track Queen at 17,058. We have 13,039 for NUJ. For Skooks, we have 29,248.
It's a very decent score for Skooks. He missed out a little bit on sacrifice points, but almost everything else was maxed out.
However, that's everything for now. Well, this is the last match of the day. Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Pudding, for assisting me with co-hosting. We shall.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Certainly, sir. We will be good to resume tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll have our next batch after that at 7 p.m. tomorrow. It's all in Eastern Standard. However, this is ShadowDragon signing off. Hopefully we see you all tomorrow. And have a good night. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone. Have a good one.